Now in this section we're going to look at additional ways to find great merchandise to resell. First of all, one of my favorite ways is to advertise for merchandise. Now what you would do is run ads in your local penny saver, thrifty nickel, recycler, those types of classified ad newspapers that you typically have in just about any community. Typically you'll find those at at a Walmart or a Target store in a little rack near the exit. Advertise in those. A lot of times you can get free ads in there. And if you advertise there for what you're looking for, like what I do is I advertise for vintage Hot Wheels cars. You know, you might advertise for vintage watches or vintage art or vintage figurines of some type. Whatever it is that you're interested in reselling on eBay or on Amazon, you can advertise for that stuff, and then people will call you with their collections. You go take a look at their collection, you make an offer that makes sense for you, give them cash, they give you the merchandise, now you start to resell. Next, we have advertising for consignment deals. You can also advertise that you'll sell stuff for people on eBay. This is great because now you have no money tied up in inventory. You don't have to invest any money in merchandise. So for people that don't have a whole lot of money and they're just starting out and they want to make money on eBay, this is one of the best ways to do it. You're using other people's merchandise and you're selling their merchandise for them, and you're charging a commission. The typical commission I would charge for selling merchandise on eBay for people is between 30 and 40%. Now that may seem high, but when you take out eBay fees, PayPal fees, and your time and effort and energy to do the work of listing, photographing, describing, and shipping the items, it's not high. Okay? So when you can do it for 30 to 40%, you're doing good. You're helping the person, you know, the consignee, to get rid of stuff that they couldn't have gotten rid of, or if they did a yard sale, they'd get so much less for that merchandise. You're helping them, and you're making good money as well. And it doesn't require that you invest any of your own money. I also like to advertise for exclusive drop shipping arrangements. An exclusive drop shipping arrangement is where somebody produces a product and they've got a lot of this product, or they create a lot of this product, and they need help selling it on the internet. But they don't know how to do it. So you, being a professional eBay seller, can come in and sell that item for them as a drop shipping arrangement. What that means is, as soon as the order comes in from eBay, you pay the seller the amount that they want, and then they ship the item to your customer. So you're kind of a go-between, you're kind of a broker, where you're actually doing the online selling for that company, and that company is doing the shipping for you. And that's awesome, because now you're investing no money in merchandise and you're not doing any of the shipping. All you're doing is listing the item. And if you list the item as a good till canceled, or as a continuous listing that keeps going and going, then really you've only done the work once of listing the item, but the item continues to sell and sell and sell, and you don't have to do any shipping at all for that item. That is a beautiful arrangement. Let me give you an example of how I've done this with display cases. I sell Hot Wheels display cases on my own website for $240 shipped. These are display cases that are beautifully handcrafted by a friend of mine, and when I saw the cases that he made, I was just really impressed. And I knew that other collectors would want these kinds of cases. They're just really, really a high quality. They're far and away above what typical display cases look like. So I sell these on my website for $240, shipping included. When a display case sells, I receive $240 via PayPal. I then send Rob, who builds and ships the display cases, I send him $170 via PayPal. That's his share. That's the amount he wanted to receive for the case plus shipping. I get to keep $70. Then Rob ships the display case basically for me. He builds the cases as well, as you can see. But I get to make $70 each time a display case is sold, and I don't have to pack or ship anything. Okay? This, in my opinion, is the ideal situation, the ideal way to set things up. And you could advertise for these types of relationships, these types of business relationships. You can advertise saying, if you have a product and you want to sell it on the internet, we're the company for you, or I'm the person for you. I will professionally list the item for you, photograph the item, describe the item, and as soon as the item sells, I'll send you payment and you ship the item. That is awesome. Now, by the way, with Rob and the deal that I made with him, I asked him, how much would you like to receive for the case plus shipping? And he already had a standard price that he was selling these at locally, in vintage toy shops and things like that. So he chose to receive the amount of money that he normally gets anyway. All I did was I marked up the price of that display case to build in a profit for me. So I love it when we get these sales because all I have to do is about 5 minutes worth of work. I receive $240 in PayPal. I send Rob $170 in PayPal, and in that PayPal message, that PayPal payment, I send him a little message with the customer's order and the customer's address. It takes me literally 5 minutes to make $70. That's what I love about this. And you can do this on eBay. You can do this on your own website. I call it the ultimate drop shipping arrangement because you're setting up a drop shipping arrangement that's exclusive to you, that no one else has. No one else has this business relationship. Now, this is very different from how most people see drop shipping. Most people see drop shipping as, okay, I'm going to go with a company that drop ships. I'm going to offer their products on the internet. I'm going to compete with everybody else that also offers that same company's products. I'm going to try to get my margin down as low as possible, my profit down as low as possible so I can compete with these other people. And then I'm not going to sell any because somebody else can always undercut my price. That's the wrong way to do drop shipping, and you want to avoid that. You want to do your own exclusive arrangements that you set up with people that produce high quality products, and then they do the shipping for you. So this, in my opinion, is one of the best, absolute best ways for you to be able to do drop shipping or really any kind of eBay business because all you're really doing is being a broker, a go-between. You're listing the item once, but you're getting paid over and over and over again. By the way, I go into a lot more detail on these strategies that you see on this page in my Udemy course titled eBay Selling Your Way to Fast Cash. These are the specific strategies that I teach in that course. Now let's look at some additional ways to find great merchandise to resell. One way is you can buy on eBay at a lower price than you could sell on Amazon, because Amazon prices tend to be slightly to moderately higher. Oftentimes you can actually buy wholesale lots, as you can see here, on eBay and then resell those on eBay or on Amazon. So for example, Supreme 90-day workout videos, I mentioned these earlier. I've seen where in cases where people sell a lot of 10 of them on eBay, and maybe the 10 average out to being about $15 each, right? So they're selling 10 for $150. People will buy that lot for $150 and then sell them individually, one by one, for $30, $40, $50 each. That happens all the time on eBay. You can literally buy wholesale on eBay itself and then resell the items one by one and make money that way, make good money that way, especially if you know how to really maximize each listing on eBay and how to really get the most out of each listing on eBay. By the way, in the bonus courses that I'm offering here as part of this master class, you're going to get all those details. You're going to get how to really fully maximize every listing on eBay so that it outperforms every other competitor out there. The other thing you can do is buy on e-commerce websites that either don't know what they're doing or that aren't selling on eBay, and resell those products on eBay for more money. I call this eBay hacks, and it's another bonus course that you're going to get as part of this eBay apprentice program. Is eBay listing hacks for this one here, and eBay deal getting hacks for this one here. So you're going to be really fully equipped to make tons and tons of money as you complete this course.